About several years ago, my husband and I decided that we wanted to start a family, and we'd been married for about 5 years, and so we were like, okay, now it's time. And we'd been trying for about a year with no success. And deep down, I knew that it might be hard for me because I'd had these really recurring symptoms for about 15 years. And I just struggled with it, and it just became a way of life, and I just thought I had to live with it. So I went to a infertility specialist, and she ran all these tests, and she diagnosed me with polycystic ovarian syndrome, and she also discovered some polyps on my uterus. And so she said, all right, this isn't curable, but it is treatable, so here are these things that I recommend. She said, I recommend surgery to remove the polyps. And I recommend that we start you on this medicine that diabetics take, because it helps to stabilize your blood sugar levels and stabilize your hormones. And so I was like, okay, it was really scary because I'd never had surgery before, but I went ahead and had the surgery. And then shortly after that, my husband said, okay, we have this opportunity to move to London for several months and live there. And I thought that was exciting. I'd always wanted to travel and do that, but at the same time, I knew that I wouldn't be able to continue the treatments at the infertility clinic while I was overseas. So while we were there, I began researching all of these natural remedies for infertility, and I was reading lots of books and searching the internet and trying to find something to cure this. So after a while, one day I was just praying and crying out to God. I was like, God, you promised me that I would have children. You've told me that I would, and I believe you. I believe you're my healer. But I just want you to tell me what I should do. Should I continue on this road of seeking natural healing through all these supplements and changing my diet and things like that? Or should I just forget about that, live life normally, and just trust you that you're going to heal me? While I was praying, he showed me this picture, and I saw him, and he had his arms full of all these fruits and vegetables. And I was like, okay, God, what are you trying to tell me? And I felt like he was telling me that he created all of these fruits and vegetables for our healing. And he was the author and creator of all things that were good, and he made foods that could heal our bodies. And so if I'm healed by eating healthy foods, ultimately it's God that is healing me. I was in a very dark place at that time, just really down and depressed, but it was like he just shone this bright light on me and showed me the path that I should take. I immediately felt this, all that frustration, anxiety, and fear leave me, and I was just full of peace, and I knew that God was setting me on the path that he wanted me to take. And so I started doing it. I started drinking green vegetable juice every morning, and I found restaurants that had lots of greens and things like that. After about, it was literally 1 or 2 weeks of eating that way, I started feeling really sick. And it was because I was still taking that diabetic medicine that the doctor had given me in the States. So I stopped taking it, and then not too long after that, I started feeling amazing and just 100% better, and a lot of wholeness in my body. So fast forward about a month later, we came back to the States, and we were looking for a place to stay and everything, and I started feeling weird, and I was like, this is so strange, I just feel really weird. And so I took a pregnancy test on my birthday, and I found out that I was pregnant, and it was just really the best birthday present that God could ever give me. It was such perfect timing. His timing is so perfect that way. And so they called me in for an ultrasound. And while I was there, they kept questioning me over and over again. They were just like, so what happened? What did you do again? They were like, this just doesn't happen. And I was like, well, God told me to eat this way and eat these foods. And then I felt so much better, and I got pregnant. And they were like, wow, that's really amazing. And so I know that God did a miracle in my life. I know that he took me from a dark place, and he was that light that showed me the way to go. And he's a God that keeps his promises, because now I have a little girl and I absolutely love her. I know that I'm going to have more children because he promised me children, not a child. And I'm just so thankful that he did that for me, that he's proven himself faithful. And I know that he can do it for you as well, because if he did it for me, he can do it for you.